Well, how good is eating prawns in summer? But even better, catching your own beautiful fresh prawns. Can't beat it. I'm going to walk you through what you need to get yourself a feed this summer. Well, the first thing you're going to need to catch prawns is a prawn net. Now, there are many types of nets around and a lot of them are not legal. So here at Boss Outdoor, we stock regulation nets. They've got the right diameter hoop, they've got the right diameter mesh and the appropriate drop on the net as well. So here, nets, prawn nets, this net over here, for example, is not a prawn net. If you use this, you will get into strife. So because this is a nocturnal activity, you will need a light to see the prawns. And the light's great because it just lights up everything underneath the water and the prawn's eyes will actually illuminate in red, so you'll easily notice them. You'll also see lots of other things like flounder, garfish, and bream and so on. You might even spook the odd flathead. It is illegal to take flounder and fish with your net, so make sure you're only going for prawns with your underwater torch and not fish. So there are many forms of the underwater torch, and here at Boss Outdoor we've got the USB rechargeables, the C-size batteries and the plug-in 12 volts. So come into the store and talk to the team to find the appropriate light for you. So if you're looking for a prawn, all the sand flats and shallows around the channel edges, particularly up near the boat ramp, are good places to start. If you push further up along the boardwalk and climb down off the boardwalk onto the shallow sand flats, you'll find some prawns there too. If you have a boat, perhaps try and get out in the channel and use your electric motor, if you have one, and spot lock, and then let the prawns come to you and just scoop them up as they come down the channel with the tide. Speaking of tides, you want the run out tide here in Merimbula Lake. Some of the enclosed lakes, tide doesn't matter. It's more about being there just on dark. But if you're out in this lake, you want the run out tide, so all those prawns are ready to make their run to the ocean and you're going to intercept them along the way. It's such a fun thing to do. Get out there with the family, grab your net, grab your torch and get a beautiful feed of prawns for this summertime. Hey, you only need 6 for a prawn cocktail. So I have my net and I have my torch. Now I may need a set of waders. I don't mind getting around in bare feet or a set of booties, but if you want to get out deep and you don't want jellyfish to sting you or you don't like the cold water, a set of waders is ideal to keep you out in the action for hours and hours of fun. So now that you've caught your prawns, you'll need a bucket to store them in to carry them home. Make sure you stick by the fisheries regulations. We have saltwater guides here in store for you to take and read through and make sure you're doing the right thing. Obviously you need a fishing license to perform this act. And with a bucket, here's a really handy tip that came from my mate Shane Shannon, who works in store, and will be happy to answer any questions you have regarding prawning. Take some fresh water with you. So when you get your prawns, what you do is you put the fresh water in the bucket, throw your prawns in the fresh water, and that basically bleeds the sand and silt out of the prawns. Once that happens, you take the prawns out of the fresh water, tip the fresh water out, put some salt water in your bucket, and that's what you're going to cook your prawns in. Always cook your prawns from the water where you've caught them and they'll taste delicious. Before I leave you, I'm just going to show you a few tips on how to peel a prawn. Now that you've got your prawns, just grab them by the head, take the head off, fingernail in under those legs, rip that whole mid section off of the shell, grab your prawn, pinch the tail, the rest of that shell pops off, and that there, beautiful. If you want to know anything more about how to catch prawns and where to catch them, come into Boss Outdoor so we can hook you up.